Welcome to game week 8 as Manchester City take on their title rivals Liverpool and Everton take on their direct rivals Manchester United. What's up and welcome to All Balls, the show that keeps you up to date with all the Premier League action and fantasy football tips. Guys, I'm Rohan Manglani, Rahul Bell next to me, who's done a fantastic episode yesterday with Joffrey Mateo. How was it?
It was amazing, the stuff he said. I mean, the guys played with Puyol and Xavi, these are the names we used to take like growing up as kids watching football. So, I mean, he's done it all. He's played in Spain, he's played in India. So, it was amazing. It was a great feeling.
It must have been so epic to just talk to him and get his perspective.
Like, there was some points where, you got goosebumps where he said he's interacted with Johan Cruyff and stuff. So, it was really good.
That's nice. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, check it out on our page. Check it out on our YouTube page, Instagram page. And now we shall move on to Manchester United, who are going to Goodison Park. Rahul Bell. Before we get to, before Manchester United reaches Goodison Park, how was the night in Istanbul?
It was shit. It was absolute shit.
I mean, Liverpool say that night in Istanbul because they did something that night in Istanbul. You guys, that was a great pass from Bruno to Mata and then stolen and goal. But
did you see 11 Hardik Pandyas play on the field for the first goal?
I don't know what you're
Did you see all 11 Hardik Pandyas in the box? And Dembaba is chilling on half line like, guys, please kindly arrive. It was crap. It was absolute crap. I mean, while I like Ole, I think he's approaching the time where it gets serious. It's like one or two games like this and that's it. I mean, with Pochettino waiting in the wings and with Ole doing that. I mean, you're 2-1 down, you're chasing the game and you replace Mata and Van de Beek.
He did a similar, thing against Arsenal in which he removed Bruno and he got in Van de Beek instead of playing them both.
Yeah, I mean, you're chasing the game. I don't understand, and I've said this before, Ole is not that tactical. He's not ruthless. He will not take that risk. He's playing it safe. I don't know why. I think the honeymoon period is over and
Honeymoon period means it's 2 years now that he's
been
there.
For him now, one win here, one win there.
No, there are a few things. Now, first of all, Bruno Fernandes was, when he came in January, he was playing in a much advanced role, and now you see him playing in a much deeper role. I wonder why that's changed.
That's also because of what the deeper midfielders are doing, right? They're doing, Jack. I don't want to say it,
I understand that, but your deeper midfield means you have Pogba, you have Fred, you have Matic.
We all know what Pogba's done.
Scott McTominay, that's okay. That was a mistake. He said it. However,
one mistake. He's done it again. This is the second time he's doing it.
No, but there's something wrong with the balance of the team at the moment. There's
the balance and the rotation of the squad. I just feel Bruno is too overworked. He is playing every game. He's barely getting any rest. And Harry Maguire, he keeps one clean sheet and Ole thinks, oh my God, he's proving 80 million. And then he does what he did that night at Istanbul. And I'm actually not looking forward to this game against Everton. Though, United's away record has been good.
Yeah.
They're looking for their 7th consecutive away win. Goodison being, the joint ground where they have the most away wins with Villa Park, which is 16. But then again, I'm actually not looking forward to this game.
But it is, Everton also are lacking certain players. We're going into this game. They are the Richarlison is not there. Rodriguez, we are not too sure whether he's going to play or no. So Everton also they've lost their last game against Newcastle, which again, you would expect an Everton team of this caliber to win. So it is and Everton are strong at the Goodison. You see what they did, to Liverpool. So there could be two sides of it for Everton or for United in this game.
Yeah, but with United, you're really not sure. I don't know. I'm just fearing that probably Dan James is going to start this game, which is already giving me palpitations.
What do you think about Edison Cavani?
I want him to start. I think he's an out-and-out striker. He gives that option. He gives you the option for the cross into the box. He makes the runs. But then Ole should start him, no? He will still go back to his Marshall and, he'll play Fred, McTominay and Rashford, then he'll bring on Pogba. Rashford, you need a Rashford.
Yeah, but
Rashford's the only
probably play Cavani and then Rashford on the left.
Probably, yes, play Greenwood. If you're playing Dan James, then play a Cavani. Who is Dan James going to cross it to? Where is he going to run? What is he going to do after running? He can't do squat with his left leg. Which is what I'm trying to say. Marshall, Ole needs to be a little more ruthless. He needs to bench Marshall. He needs to bench Maguire for those
Fair
kind
enough.
of performances.
Now, this is the last game, and then we go into the international break, right? Is it a situation that if you cannot win this game at Everton, would it be like you guys would be happy with a draw over here and then Ole continues, or if you cannot win, then maybe Ole
I think
goes?
if it's a draw or it's a loss, I think Ole will not come back from the international.
You're calling his time?
I personally liked him, but now I think it's more from the perspective of the club.
One more
rather
question.
than-
Now, suppose if Ole is being replaced, would you like to see Ole in any capacity to do with the club?
Not-
Because I've been chatting with a few United fans.
He's a legend. He has been involved with the club. The club, the fans love him and stuff. Probably yes, but in terms of having a manager, I would rather have someone who's more tactically sound, who knows how to take those tough
No,
calls. rather
manager
than-
comes in, new manager comes in, whether it's Pochettino, whether it's Allegri, everybody was trending after that night in Istanbul. But anyway, the point is, does
I'm very
Ole
close to
be
this, huh?
associated with, does he become the director of football? Does he, I mean, because what we know
He can
as
play as
rival
a
fans
sub, I
also
mean-
is that Ole really loves the club. So,
I mean, we love Ole too, but I don't really want him in as a manager anymore. He can-
on behalf of all the rival fans, Ole, we want you to stay. So please stay. And anyway, your prediction for the game.
1-0.
Cool. On that note,
I didn't say to who, huh?
to who?
To United. Brighton versus Burnley at the Amex. Brighton looking for their first home win. Burnley looking for their first win. Will Chris Wood bring them this win?
It's possible, because he has 8 goals in 16 against Brighton. And I think that, he's a top striker. Burnley haven't really scored in the last 3. Now, if you look at the odds, they look like, the odds should favor Burnley to score in this game.
But Brighton are playing much better football
They
than
are,
Burnley,
since-
and the momentum is on their side. I mean,
They are.
in terms of whatever results they've had ups and downs, but Burnley's not had a win. That's got to play on their head.
Definitely, they are. But you see, it also depends on, if Tariq Lamptey is fit or not. I think that will change a little bit for them.
He pulled up with a hamstring, so
Yeah.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, so that will change their dynamics a little bit. But I think overall, Burnley, with Chris Wood's physicality, will probably get a couple of goals in this
What
game.
is with you and Chris Wood?
No, I think he's a fantastic striker, yeah.
Arsenal will buy him.
Well, what's your prediction for this game?
Brighton 2-0 or 2-1, but a Brighton win. I mean, I've seen Burnley play, and I mean, I'm not seeing them going anywhere with this. Chris Wood's going down again.
I think it's going to be a 2-0 to Burnley. Southampton versus Newcastle at the St. Mary's. Newcastle haven't lost to Southampton in their last 6 meetings. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a similar situation, considering that Danny Ings is missing. I mean, he's out of the knee injury for 6 weeks.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Unfortunate, but yes, but the positive for Southampton is Ward-Prowse. And like I mentioned last time, Newcastle have their best players on either end of the field. There is no midfield really to talk about, and Southampton's midfield is now firing.
There's John Joe
Ward-Prowse-
Shelby.
I mean, John Joe
There's
Shelby.
Alain Saint-Maximin.
Can I hit him, please?
And
Can I
then,
just once?
okay, go on.
I mean, Maximo is on the wing.
Yeah.
There is no one in the middle. And Ward-Prowse, I mean, involved in 4 goals. The 2 free kicks he scored.
Phenomenal, yeah.
Phenomenal. I mean,
Yeah.
3 goals and assist. He is in red hot form. Shea Adams is, now coming into the mix, getting the goals. So, I mean, I see Southampton not really going down.
I think good
too
game,
easy,
right?
but
Because see, Newcastle beat Everton. They have little bit of
Newcastle
them
is getting the goals. The point
momentum.
is, yeah, Newcastle has
Southampton
4 shots and gets 2 goals. That's
beat Aston Villa. So
Exactly.
both are coming in with a bit of momentum. I think it'll be a good game to see that. I think whoever actually scores more goals more than anything else. in
probably
this-
yes, but then again, Newcastle, like I said, they don't take too many shots. Newcastle will have a 5-shot game and probably score 3 goals or 2 goals. But that conversion rate is good. Wilson is not seeming to fade out. He's getting his goals. Ings is out. Shea Adams, if he fires, he fires. I think it'll be a battle of the strikers. Which striker can do well, because both defenses are not really at their best right now.
Yeah.
But I'll still give Newcastle the edge only because Danny Ings is missing.
Correct.
So probably, how the whole Vardy injury played on Leicester when, they lost. I feel Ings is going to have the same effect with his injury.
Prediction?
I think I'll go for a 2-1 or a 3-1 to Newcastle.
I think I'll go with the same. Manchester City versus Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium. Rahul, it's so early in the season. This can't be a 6-pointer. But it definitely is something to start off Manchester City's season. Liverpool are
Yeah, I
already
mean,
top of the table.
They're very,
They've not had
start-stop.
that-
They've had a
yeah,
start-stop kind of.
exactly.
But they have a good record. I mean, against Liverpool, they have 11-1 aggregate in their
Yeah.
last 3 home games.
Yeah, correct.
The last time they met, they've beaten them 4-0. Liverpool is missing key players.
They haven't lost at home against Liverpool since 2015.
I mean, and
And-
Liverpool, the main part about, Liverpool not being that same threat is because of the fact that they are missing a Van Dijk.
Yeah.
They probably might not have a Thiago Alcantara.
Yeah.
So they are missing key players. They don't
Jones
have
will
Fabinho.
probably play in midfield.
They're missing Fabinho, so they'll have
Phillips will play
yes,
behind.
So they'll have
Obviously, he's injured. Fabinho
yeah, I
is
mean,
injured.
they'll have a kid,
Yeah.
who's playing there against the likes of, Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, Mahrez. So I think City hold the edge in terms of having more players fit. But in terms of momentum, I wouldn't really say Liverpool have it. Because, they've been coming back from a goal down. So they'll be the first club to do it thrice in a row.
Yeah.
But City on the other hand, Jesus may come back.
Correct.
But there's no Aguero.
He's
so
facing
both
a
teams.
late
Yeah, I
fitness
mean
test,
Liverpool's
yeah.
missing a centre back, and City don't have a number 9.
The way Liverpool played midweek against Atlanta, I mean, so many people came out and said that, are people just making this Van Dijk missing thing a very big thing actually, because if they play like that, they can easily beat Liverpool.
No, but I mean that's
they can
Atlanta.
easily
This
beat
is Man City.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Definitely.
While I agree, no player, can.
But look at their form, look at their play, look at the momentum
Yeah,
they're
I
coming in
agree.
with.
But then again, if like I said, it's the same situation with Chelsea. When they have a Thiago Silva, they keep clean sheets. For Liverpool, even with a Van Dijk, they've not managed to keep clean sheets. But then that you have a Van Dijk at the back.
Yeah, but we spoke about it in the last show that Man City this time have an average of 1.57, which is their scoring ratio this time in games. So it's not exactly the same Manchester City team they were playing against also, or which we've known rather.
Yeah, but if you keep a clean sheet at the back, that 1.57 goals is enough, right?
Correct. But
So
don't you think that even if Manchester City score a goal,
Yeah, Liverpool's not out of the game for sure.
Liverpool will probably, I mean, the way they are scoring,
I mean, Salah, Mane, Jota.
yeah, and Jota is looking great.
Exactly. Shaqiri coming back. There was the whole argument or the whole, discussion between whether you should have Firmino or whether you should play Jota. And Klopp came out and said that, Firmino is an important part. He's not firing. Yes, I agree. But then again, I mean, you never know.
It'll be
He'll
interesting.
just wake up one day against a Man City and do what he does, bring
Correct.
Salah Mane into the game, and
Yeah.
then probably Liverpool will have the 4-0 this time.
It's-
It's like, I don't really agree with the 6-pointer bit. I think Liverpool now finally on top of the table. If they get this win, then they will break free from the pack. City have some catching up to do, so the win will be important. They've not had too many goalless games, in recent times. So that is something which is, to look forward to. That is going to be a high-scoring game.
And
but
tactically, do you think Liverpool will play the same? Do you think that, I mean, considering they're going away to the Etihad, it's Manchester
yeah,
City.
I mean, Klopp usually doesn't really change these things. He likes attacking. He never goes for the draw. Neither does Pep. So that is something, that is good to watch. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be an exciting game. I just feel City might just edge it, considering that Liverpool is playing, a young defender.
Won't that be good for the league? Or
I mean,
it won't
will
be
be
good
good
for the guy who's behind the camera here, but it'll be good for the league.
Yeah, I mean, I throw football at you. I don't know what's going to come at me, but yeah, I'm still going to go for a City win. I'm not going to predict the scoreline because there are some crazy people in both those teams who will probably, land up with a 6-5 or something like that. Obviously, it's not going to happen.
High scoring, you feel?
High scoring, yes, but I'm going for a City win.
Okay, just because you said high scoring, I'll go for 3-3 then. Let's see. Crystal Palace versus Leeds at Sellers Park. Palace are looking for their first win since the opening weekend at home.
And Leeds are looking to go 3 consecutive away wins.
Yeah.
I mean, Bamford has scored 5 in his last 3. Leeds didn't have the best last game.
Leicester were
I mean,
just
yeah,
too good for them.
technically they just need to stop Zaha. And they've won the game. I mean, then, after that,
Hodgson.
whatever happens. But yeah, I mean, Palace, I don't know why, but for some odd reason, this year they're coming across as a one-man team.
Yeah, they are averaging 1 goal in their last 3 games, and Leeds are in fact averaging 1.33. If we go by the statistics, Leeds
and by your stats last time, I think Leeds is going to outrun Palace.
Yes, by the number of sprints.
Exactly. No, it's not just that. It's just the energy.
No, but irrespective, I expect Leeds to come back strong in this game.
And I really think Leeds, it'll probably be an easy win for them.
You feel? But they are away.
So,
but they're playing away.
I mean, they're doing better away. And I just feel, like I said, you stop Zaha, the game is over. So Leeds, I mean, the football they're playing, their defenders are doing quite well. So they will probably keep a check on Zaha. And once that is done, I don't think Palace has anything else to offer. So I will probably go with a 2-0 or a 3-0 to Leeds. Have them keep a clean sheet as well, which they are not doing for a while. So if you stop Zaha, then the Ayew, the Batshuayi, Townsend, I don't think they will, impact the game as much as a Zaha. So yeah, I mean.
So your prediction?
A 2-0 or a 3-0 to Leeds.
I'll go 2-1 to Leeds. Chelsea versus Sheffield at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea haven't lost a game in their last 6 games. They've scored 7 in 3. Should be an easy win for Chelsea.
And they had a brilliant Champions League night.
Yes.
Where they actually had, the liberty of taking off their top players way before time to rest them for this game.
Absolutely.
Mendy is in great form with Thiago Silva. I mean, he's kept 6 clean sheets, including the Champions League and 4 in the Premier League.
Correct.
So yeah, Werner's back in the goals.
Yeah, and he's taking the pens.
He's taking penalties. He scored 4 goals. I mean, he scored again in the Champions League. So it's just working out well for Lampard. Yes, he is missing, Pulisic. But I don't think that's really making...
They're also going to miss Havertz because he's tested
hopefully,
positive.
He'll recover quickly.
Yep.
But I mean, even without Havertz, Chelsea didn't really seem... uncomfortable on the ball.
The flow is...
I mean, it was just fine. They had their attacking flow going. The defense is doing well. Reece James is playing absolutely phenomenally. He's keeping Azpilicueta on the bench, which also talks about their bench strength. That if you have a defender like Azpilicueta on the bench, you can play at left back and right back and at centre back. I mean, you have a great bench.
Similar story like Wolves, like they've come to know of each other as a team. And similarly, you can see now Chelsea players translating this into the Chelsea performances.
And like Sheffield's not really
we've only spoken about
notice.
We've only spoken about Sheffield in terms of yes, they are organized defensively, but that shouldn't be a problem for this
and they
Chelsea
got their
team.
first goal in this league versus Arsenal.
Yeah, but but that won't be a problem for Chelsea to break through.
I don't think so.
Right?
I think it'll be another clean sheet for Mendy and Thiago Silva. I don't think Chelsea is going to concede. I think they finally got their combination right.
Rhythm.
They're playing together. They're attacking well. They're getting the goals. So I think this should be comfortable for Chelsea. Probably 3-0. 4-0, Werner back on the score sheet. Golden Boot prediction still stands. And he's going to get there. I mean, he's way off the top, but I think Chelsea's playing well now to get
so 3-0?
3-0, 4-0, but a nil for sure.
3-0 then.
West Ham versus Fulham at the London Stadium. West Ham is unbeaten for the last 10 games versus Fulham. Fulham wants to build on their last win. Mitrovic with the assists, not with the goals. Fulham, okay, they played better than what they did. They kept a clean sheet, which was important. West Ham is missing Antonio. So, do you think Fulham has a chance in this game, or is West Ham too strong for them?
No, I think that Fulham has a chance in this game because West Ham have somehow, even though they've played really well, right? I expect them to play well again against a Fulham team. But the thing is that they've not been able to develop those goal scorers, in terms of Bowen is there, Pablo Fornals is there. But one of them, even if they get an early goal, then I think that West Ham will take it. But if by chance if it's stretched to half time or anything, then I see more potential of actually Fulham scoring than West Ham. But you never know with the midfielders also. West Ham has once again Souček gets himself in the box time and time again, so a goal can come from there.
And Mark Noble's not starting.
But I think it. I mean, it's a tough one to call, honestly, this game because Antonio is not there.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
Antonio
West Ham wingers they seem to feed off the disruption Antonio causes in the box.
Yeah.
They get to the second ball quicker because of what Antonio does in the box. I don't think Sebastian Haller does the same thing.
Correct.
He's more, a very traditional striker who will make
He's
the
not
runs.
physical.
He's not physical.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, which is why I think, Fulham might, just use that confidence from the last game and attack West Ham.
Yeah, and they have a proper number 9. Now Haller is a proper number 9, but I mean nothing compared to the performances that Antonio gives you week in, week out, So anyway, quick prediction.
I think David Moyes is going to take this one.
Okay, so 1-0 to West Ham?
2-0 probably.
I'll go 1-0 West Ham.
Jose in action at the Hawthorns versus West Brom. Gareth Bale?
You think
he'll start?
I think he'll start. I think he'll score, and I think that Tottenham will keep a clean sheet.
Run,
crawl.
No,
but I think that this is Jose's perfect game. He'll score 3 goals. He'll keep a clean sheet. He'll pack up and he'll be like, "Chalo."
And then he'll take another dig at someone in the post-match. But he said last time that Bale might still not have 90 minutes of Premier League football in him.
Yeah.
But
I know. Bale or no Bale, I see 3 goals somehow.
Son, Kane setting it. On fire.
Yeah.
With their combinations, with the number of goals and assists that they have.
Yeah.
And Jose being Jose, I don't think he's going to go down to a West Brom side who've not really impressed. In the last 3 games versus Spurs, they had an average of 0.33.
They have no goal scoring ability. So I think this is like a perfect Jose Mourinho
probably
game,
a moment of magic from one of their youngsters. Maybe, a Pereira or someone.
We can only hope for that. But
that's not going to happen. I think Jose's got his combination right. Now Bale's back in the goals.
Yeah.
So he would want a clean sheet. I think
and this is Tottenham. They'll win this game. They'll probably win a few more, but
and then they'll come back and beat Arsenal.
They'll bottle it.
They will not
like
bottle
Tottenham
it.
always
they have a good
does.
Squad. They are going to kick your ass.
Well, 3-0.
4. No, okay. 2-0.
Let's finish this. Leicester versus Wolves at the King Power Stadium. My second favorite game to watch this weekend after City, Liverpool, obviously.
Not Arsenal?
No. Obviously that's separate. But I'm saying in terms of, one of the best games to watch. I think this will be a cracker.
After watching the Arsenal game, you'll want to watch entertaining football.
We'll
come to it.
Do you want me to go on with the
Vardy versus Jimenez. Shut up. Vardy versus Jimenez.
Yeah.
Who's going to come out on top?
I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. But honestly speaking, there are a few points in this. Wolves have organized themselves. They've known each other now as a team, at least ahead. They're playing very well. At the same time, Leicester's done that. They've got their best. Their best guys are back in the team. Tielemans looks great. Madison looks great. Harvey Barnes was back on the goals.
And Vardy's back.
And it's a relatively new defense which Wolves has put together. With Nouri coming in, with Kilman coming in, and with Conor Cody, etc. So I mean, it's a great game to watch. Like I said, I think that Saez may come back for this one because it's a more experienced and a quicker Leicester team. I just feel all around this game has one of the potential to be one of the best games of the weekend.
It has, and while I feel I want it to be high scoring considering the quality of players both teams have. I still think it's going to be a game of chess. It's going to be a very tactical game, especially in midfield. With your Dendonkers, your João Moutinhos and your Ruben Neves versus.
I mean, just think about the midfield.
Versus Tielemans.
Exactly.
Madison,
just think about that
Mendy.
Midfield battle. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a treat to watch.
You can't separate them on paper, and when there is such a game, it's good to watch. Yes, it's entertaining. I mean, Jimenez versus Vardy is another battle I'm really looking forward to. So, I still feel Leicester will edge it.
Yeah,
considering they have more pace.
Exactly. I was just going to say that considering they have more pace and they play that formation with 3 at the back and then your wingers are going up from both sides, I think that Chengiz under, if he gets in.
But I don't think he'll start.
Yeah, he probably may not. But even Harvey Barnes has pace. Madison has pace.
But then these guys have that rhino, no? Traore who will come on with his baby oil.
I don't understand that actually. That last season he was using Traore more. He was starting him in games, and now he's been bringing him on.
He probably feels that Neto.
Is he saving him for some point?
I don't think he's saving him. I think he still feels that Traore is not a 90-minute player. He wants to bring him on when defenders are tired.
Or he feels he's more effective when he comes on.
Probably because the defenders are tired and Neto and Podence, they keep the ball and use it better than Traore. So, he'll be effective then. Similarly to Cengiz Under when he comes on.
That's a great point actually because, now when you think about it, I think that Wolves will keep the ball more and Leicester will, whether they score or no, they'll attack quickly and they'll get back. They'll attack and get back.
Exactly,
So
which is when
at
Traore
some
can unlock
point,
the door.
exactly, at some point, I think what will happen is that Wolves keeping the ball, Leicester will counter attack and probably get a goal or whatever. But eventually, I think, I don't know, it's a really tough one to call.
I'm going with Leicester.
I think I'm going to go with a draw on this one.
I'm going with
honestly.
Leicester only because of Jamie Vardy.
Because of his.
I mean, he's phenomenal. He's back from injury.
Yeah,
He looks
yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2-1 Leicester.
6 years
probably.
older than Harry Kane, but same number of almost the same number of assists and about almost their 110 goals. Harry Kane obviously has 140, but let's see.
You chat shit, you get banged. The worst team in North London versus Aston Villa at the Emirates. They're going to use this football to play because high quality stuff is not something that Arsenal uses in their games.
I don't know how he has the audacity to even say Arsenal.
He's talking also so slowly, just like his gameplay. Now start. Arsenal this, Arsenal that. What is Arsenal going to do to Villa?
Tough game, I feel, man. I think Villa is tougher than Manchester United at the moment. Villa has scoring.
Villa has scored 7 goals versus Liverpool. Arsenal has scored 9 goals in the Premier League.
Correct. So that's why I'm saying hence tough game.
Joining his hands, huh?
Absolute respect to Villa. Absolute respect to Villa. I have nothing. I mean, it's going to be a tough game. We are not getting the goals at the moment. We have, we've come from a good game last weekend. So it's all going to be about the confidence.
Is Mustafi going to start?
I hope not.
I want Mustafi to start.
Well, you can want
But
the moon, but you don't ever get it.
Will Arsenal strikers feel bad if they score against Emiliano Martinez?
No, I don't think they'll feel bad. They'll give him a hug after the game.
What's the
And
point
they'll
of a
be
hug
like,
if you're going to embarrass him?
No, we won't embarrass him. We just want 2
Yeah,
goals. We
just
want the
2
3
goals,
points. We'll
concede
pack
3.
up. We'll go international break, smooth sailing, come back, rejuvenated.
No,
That's
but
what the plan is.
With Willian back,
Yeah.
that does give you a little more creativity.
Absolutely, it gives more solidarity because Willian is he balances the team out because of his movement, his positioning, and the way he plays. So ideally, Pepe should be starting these games, and because he's now spent enough time at the club, it's been over a year now. He has to start showing some
And
improvement.
he's a big money transfer.
Yeah, 72 million, but actually, he's playing like a 35 or 40 million player at the moment, or less. But no, honestly, he should be starting these games. But I don't think that Arteta really has so much faith in him at the moment for him to start these games. But hence, Willian will start, Partey will start, and Egyptian Messi, Mohamed El Neni will start.
Yeah, he's up for GOAT next season.
Yeah,
He's going to win Footballer of the Year, World Footballer of the Year, Borivali Footballer of the Year.
No, he's not going to win all that. He's just going to play again when Manchester United come to Arsenal, and he's going to win that game for sure.
Yeah, we're going to use this ball again so that you know where I'm going to put it after that.
Yeah.
But what are your predictions for the game?
I would like to say 3-1 to Arsenal, but I think that it's going to be, I think that it could also end up in a draw because Villa have been
you're
scoring.
not worried about Jack Grealish and Barkley.
I am worried about them, and I am worried about, I think that they've really, really done extremely well this season, Villa, and maximum respect to them. So,
you should probably be wary of the fact that they're very good in the air.
Yes.
And y'all are not.
No, I think defensively we've shown solidarity, man. Gabriel is a top class defender. I mean, for 26 million, anybody will take Gabriel. For 80 million, y'all tell me.
For 26 million, we'll take Gabriel who lunge in, get lucky with yellow cards.
No, at least there ain't no Maguire.
What? You have 72 million sitting on the bench. What are you talking about 80 million?
I can have anything sitting on the bench. I got the
that
3
8
points.
million United can throw at Arsenal and be like, just buy more jerseys.
Throw. We are waiting. Throw.
Exactly.
Throw. Sure. What's your prediction, bud?
3-2 Villa.
You're going to laugh at his face soon.
We'll see. So guys, here's wrapping up another episode of All Balls. Like you recently heard, Aston Villa going to the Emirates to play the worst side in North London. Ole 1 game away probably from getting sacked, but
He's
the big one...
on.
No, please, kindly.
Go on.
No, say what you want to say.
He's odds on to getting sacked.
No, I feel he will too. But yes, the big one this week is City versus Liverpool and another exciting game which is Leicester versus Wolves. Also, for those who haven't caught our episode with Jofra, please go have a look. While you're at it, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, click the bell icon, follow us on Instagram. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.